Hi, my name is Lori Emerson. This week I went and interviewed Mrs. Kim Bunn, a 4th grade language arts teacher at Barboursville Independent School District. I have subbed in Miss Bunn's classroom several times as a teacher and as an aide, and I like her teaching style and especially the way that her classroom is set up. So I called and asked her if I could come and do an interview about the learning centers in her classroom, and she was more than happy to oblige. When I got there, I asked Miss Bunn why she used learning centers, and her response was that she liked to use learning centers because it gets the students away from their desk and puts them in a creative surrounding. She said that she hopes by doing this that it will encourage the students to stay focused. However, she said the greatest thing about centers is that most kids don't even realize that they're still doing work because they're also having fun while they're doing it. So that's the main reason that she uses the centers. My next question was how she came about setting up the centers. And so she explained to me that the students do centers 3 times a week, and it's a total of 25 minutes. They're actually in the centers for 20 minutes, and then at the last 5 minutes, they have a fun little treat, but I'll get to that in a minute. And so every day they go 3 times a week. So when the students come in, they know which day is center day, and she has a pocket system it's kind of like a file system, and the students' names are on their pockets, and they come in and they grab their assignment or where they're supposed to go, which center they're supposed to go to out of their pocket. And so when they get to the center that they're going to, there's instructions there for them. However, she's already explained to them up front which center is doing what that day. So there's more information there for them, and also if there's any extra supplies or worksheets or anything, those are also included and already at the centers for them. So like I said, they go 3 times a week, and so if they go usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if they go to one center on Monday, then they'll rotate and go to a different one on Wednesday, and rotate and go to the third one on Friday. So her centers include a reading center, a reading-library kind of center, and I had Miss Bunn take some pictures for me, and this is her reading center library, and this is actually at the end, and this is the special treat that I was talking about at the end. But as you can see, in her library, she has a bench set up. There's also the lawn chair that the little girl is sitting in, a bean bag, some throw pillows, and then they could also sit in the teacher's chair if they like. And in this center, what they're doing is they're just reading. It's silent reading in a comfortable, away from their desk environment. They get to lay down if they like, sit where they want, and just read. And so for kids that don't get to read at home a lot, it's an excellent center for them. The next center is the AR center, and there's computers set up there, and they can take the AR test over the books that they've read that week. They're also at that center are allowed to go to the library and look for books, but the main thing is for them to look up tests, take tests, or if they need to, they can go to the library during the AR center. The final center that she has, and the one that I love the most, is she calls it the Camp Ride Along Center, and she actually has a tent set up in her classroom. As you can see, the little girls are sitting inside the tent, and then there's some boys that are out here as well. And what they do, this is an interactive center. They collaborate with one another in this center, and it's the day that I was there. I don't know if you can see it or not. The paper that the little boy was writing on, they were doing slithery synonyms. It's Camp Ride Along, so she was going with that theme, and so they were actually collaborating with each other to come up with synonyms for different different words, and so that's my favorite center that she has set up in there, just because it's way different than what you would see in normal classrooms, and the kids just love it. They absolutely love being there. So like I was telling you earlier, at the end they spend like 20 minutes in each of these centers, and at the end, the last 5 minutes of the centers, this will go into 25 minutes, all the kids go to the library center, and this is what's happening in this picture, and one student gets to read to the rest of the class for 5 minutes. And so I really thought that was a neat concept too. Instead of the teacher always sitting up there reading, as you can see the little girl is sitting right there in the middle reading to the rest of the students. They if they're reading a book together, then they'll just read that one for 5 minutes, or else somebody can choose a book. She said that's mainly to get the students in a setting where they're center of attention, and they have a lot of fun with it. They actually, the class was amazing while I was there. So I'm really glad that I got to go, because it gave me a lot of ideas for how I could set up my classroom, and a lot of teaching strategies. While I was interviewing her, I got a lot of teaching strategies. But I really like her style, because she thinks outside the box. You know, that's a lot like my style. So that's who I interviewed. Again, it was Miss Kim Bunn, 4th grade language arts. Thank you.